In 2025, the big rage is product carbon footprints. How much emissions are caused by producing a product? For example, this pen. Very lovely pen it is too. The simplest way of doing it is just a weight of material. So you can actually say this weighs probably around about 150 grams. It's made of aluminium. Bash that into an istic and it will say, 150 grams of aluminium, this much emissions, this many emissions, yeah? So that's the simplest way of doing it. Very simple, very fast, okay? And way better than not doing it at all. So what I'm about to describe is a more sophisticated method, but you can still use that basic method to get you from naught to halfway there pretty darn fast. Next one up from that is you can look for the ISO standards. Okay, there's a whole bunch of ISO standards that say let's work out the life cycle assessment, the LCA, which says right, okay, well this aluminium came from, for example, let's just say it came from Sweden, and it came in a box which was wooden. The box weighs this, and this ISO standard says you have to consider this and you have to consider that. Okay. By the way, you have to use approved data, which is kind of quite expensive. Again, it's all built into the kind of platform, but you have to use that approved data. That's the next level up. Okay. And that's quite simple to do, not a lot of work, quite fast as well. But you have to know the ISO standards or get someone in who kind of does understand them. The next level up from that is you take what you've done at that second level and you give it to an external verifier who will go through the standard, check that you've done everything you need to, check that you've used the right data from the right data source and it is tick in the box, approved, and then publish it on a global database and get an official reference number, which you have to renew each year. That's called an Environmental Product Declaration, or EPD. They're very common, especially in construction these days, all over the place in construction. And so you end up with this hierarchy of what is the emissions associated with a pen. Level one, it's this much based on weight. Level two, well, following the ISO standards and using the approved data, we think it's this. Level three, the most complex and the most accurate and certainly the most expensive is, well, we've done all that and someone else has checked our work. That's called Environmental Product Declaration, or EPD. So there you go, three ways of getting your product carbon footprint. The first one, very, very fast. Second one's still pretty fast as well. Third one takes a little bit longer, but all doable, all pretty straightforward. And if you are a manufacturer, well worth doing. How does your product stack up? And if you're looking to reduce the carbon emissions associated with your products, then you can start by measuring it. And if you can't manage what you don't measure. Start by measuring it, and then see year on year how you can improve and knock that figure down. Okay, I hope that was useful. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.